to, to both of you, how have the last 24 hours been, the 2 days? It was incredibly difficult, especially mentally, and the day after was difficult, but we had a time with the family, but then we've cleared our minds and we're ready for tomorrow. Next one, please. Steini, how do you see the game with Norway? Is it an opportunity to go proud home? Yes, we can say that we'll go into this game to win, and we'll do anything that is needed. We'll try to finish the tournament in as positively as possible. The day yesterday was good for the players to relax and prepare for today with the exercises, and then there is the audience. We have obligations towards those and to ourselves and everybody around us. So, and we're going to go full time. We're going to do everything that we can, and that's how it's going to be. Are all players ready? Glódís, for example. Everybody is whole except Guðný. She is hurt from the last game. Will not be with us. Will you do many changes to the team? Can you explain if you would do that? I will do some changes, but not many. And there will that one player isn't there. That's an automatic change. So any changes will not be major. The Nordic team has a full house, and if you look at their performance, it's not the greatest. What would you say about the Norwegians' performance and how they've done? They have won both games, but not in a convincing manner. They've been lucky. It was very difficult against the Finns and also against Switzerland for a large part of the game, but maybe they show that in terms of the players that they have, how the quality of the players who are in the team, how much they can do for the game, and that's what maybe makes the difference, in that they have individuals that can complete the games, but overall their games have not been good, but they have qualities in the front that can make a difference. Have you thought more about the future? I have answered it recently. I'm not going to answer it here. It's a strange question. I'm going to say it is strange. I'm an honest man. I think it's weird, absurd to ask a player after a game whether he wants to keep the coach. I think it's a wrong question and it's a rude question. But to ask a player, you can ask me, but to ask a player, I think it's just, I don't know which word to use. It's bloody stupid. The tournament 2017 decision was similar. The final, what do you have to avoid for that not to come up again? We need to prepare well and do everything we can. Of course, it's mentally difficult, but you need to go into this game and do everything you can. Well, of course, the disappointment that we experienced, we need to leave it behind and do this game as much as we can, and then we can look at other things. But the main thing is we need to prepare, all of us, me, the team, everybody else who's associated with this. You had, you mentioned before that you had a day off yesterday to meet the family, etc. Is it important to get this time? I think, yes, it was also very important. We had been exercising for 50 days non-stop, so it was good to have a day off. And then it was also that we needed a day off for us to clear our minds, and it's good to be with the family. And the exercise today was very good, and we are prepped for the game. Cecilía, could you tell us the goalie, the three goalies of which you are a part? Can you tell us about your relations, because it seems to be very good? Yes, it's strange. We are fighting for one position, and me and the others are we are grateful for being such good friends, and we have a great coach, and then we support each other, and we're great friends. It's just not common, I think. And so we, the one who's playing can feel this, and we support each other as we can. It's short. It's not a long time since you changed to Inter and fully. And then you get Carl with you, and how do you feel about that? Yes, it's good to have her with me. We know what it's like to be together on a team. I'm glad to get her onto the pitch, and she's a good player, and it's good to have an Icelander on that team. I'm very satisfied to be gone fully into a team where I have full trust, and it's very good. I'm curious to know, well, what do you think about it being stupid to ask a player about the player whether about support for the coach? Well, first of all, the players have nothing to say about the coach. There's only one game to play. You put the player in a bad position before the game. The player has nothing to say about it as such. There's a game left the day after, and you're just players are not thinking about this at this point. It's something to do later, publicly or something like that. But what they have to say about their coach, that's why I think it's the time of the question was insane. Shortly about these two first games, what is it that you take from these two games? What experience? I think if you analyze the games, there are three halves, very good. We've looked at it, analyzed it out and south, and the game with Finns was not good, and we can learn from that. How long a time it took for us to get the proper feeling. And the one with Switzerland was the first 40 minutes were very good. My conclusion is that we just need to learn, that we need to get the strength of the team high. This needs to be high. You need to be quick in facing any situation. For me personally, I think this is. I can learn from this that many things that you do in the days preceding a tournament, whether what you do is correct, but then it's sometimes like that you have prepared in every way and you think everything is perfect, so to speak, but that is not insurance for you to succeed. Whatever work that me and the team have made are not an insurance, but then after all, it's my responsibility, especially for what happens. But I say it without hesitance, and I've said it to the team. that we have prepared as well as we could, even though there may be some details that are not 100%, but most things and almost everything, it's prepared as much as possible for this tournament. About Sveindís, it's one of the most popular player in Iceland. She has had one shot on the goal. Can you explain why she doesn't deliver more? That's difficult to explain. She is getting good position, but doesn't complete them. She's reached the highest level, and it gets more and more difficult. The openings and the possibilities to score get fewer and fewer. But maybe here she's not reaching the full all the way. About the mental part about Finland, you were about this with these players all day. How do you assess the mental status within them? You talk about there are many players who have played many large, big games. Maybe you can tell us why the stress was so high and why it took over some of the players. I think it's very difficult for me to tell you, to answer about the others. I can tell you what I felt on the pitch. This was maybe not our best game. Glódís was ill and it was difficult for her, and we were supporting her. I think it's difficult for me to answer. I don't know how they felt. I am very proud of the team, how well we did with one player less, and we were better than the Finns, and it was bad luck that we didn't get more from this game. Cecilía, we've been playing twice against Norway in this year, very strong games. Isn't it time now to win that team? Yes, as I said, there was bad luck. We didn't score and we didn't win. But even though they're a very strong team, we are also a strong team. So we're just going to win tomorrow. So this will be the final words. Thank you.